Hello, I am Sara Seyfert, and I am the Extension Program Coordinator for Positive Youth Development and 4-H here in Ford and Iroquois counties. Today, I'm here to show you a little bit more about what is 4-H. I have a web presentation that I'm going to share with you. We'll have a couple of training videos along the way and just little bits and pieces here and there to really just give a update or a refresher course or a brand new course for those of you who are brand new about what 4-H is now. Maybe you've had Clover Bud, so a kiddo who's 5 to 7 years old, and so you're a little familiar with what big traditional 4-H is, but maybe you're brand new to our organization completely. So this is just a little bit more for you, the parent. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. So this is 4-H for parents, right? So if you are the adult, the guardian, anyone here in your youth family, we have trainings for you. So what is 4-H, right? The long version is that 4-H is the largest informal youth serving organization in the country. We believe in learn by doing. So 4-H members choose topics that interest them and begin an individual learning journey. Members join community clubs to work with other youth and adult volunteers to practice being leaders in their communities. The short version, well, 4-H makes learning fun. So where do we start, right? Pick a club, pick a project or five, start learning. That seems easy enough, right? Okay, there's a lot more to it. So over the next few slides, we'll talk about how to complete this to-do list and start your 4-H adventure. So you're going to hear a lot about Z Suite in the next few minutes. Z Suite is our enrollment system, and it's how we keep all of your information in one place. It's where you choose your club and your projects. State events are also in Z Suite. So I have a training video here we're going to watch. All right.
Welcome to Illinois 4-H. This video will help you enroll in 4-H using our Z Suite enrollment system. Youth who wish to participate in 4-H and adults who will be serving as volunteers will need to enroll in 4-H through Z Suite. The first thing you'll do is go to the URL 4h.zsuite.org. Once there, click on Sign Up. In the state dropdown, select Illinois. In the second dropdown for county, select your county of residence. Enter your preferred email address for the account and confirm it again. Then enter the last name of the primary household member who will be responsible for the 4-H youth information entered into the system. Then create and confirm a password that is easily remembered. The password needs to be at least 6 characters in length. Create a 4-character PIN. This PIN allows the primary adult household member to electronically sign documents for enrollment. Once you've completed the info on this screen, select Let's Go. Your household account has now been created and you'll be taken to your household dashboard. To enroll youth as members or enroll yourself as a volunteer, you'll next need to click on the Plus Household Member button. On the next screen, enter the first and last name of the member or volunteer you are enrolling. Then choose their role, adult or youth. If you select youth, you'll also need to enter a birthday. 4-H enrollment is only open to youth ages 5 to 18 as of September 1st of the current 4-H year. Click Continue. On the next screen, you'll enter the requested member or volunteer personal information. Required fields are marked with a star. When you've completed this screen, click Next. On the next screen, you will read and sign the 4-H participation waivers. These include a risk waiver, 4-H code of conduct, and photo release. Once you've reviewed and signed the waivers, click Next. Then you'll be taken to the club screen where you will select your club or clubs and desired projects. To add a club, start by hitting the plus Add Club button. On the window that pops up, first select your county. This defaults to the county submitted when you created your account. If you are participating in a club in a neighboring county, you will need to select that county to find that club. Then select your desired club from the drop-down list.
I'm going to pause there just for a second. So whenever it says county, it's important that you make sure that it is the county you're going to 4-H in. And earlier in the video, you saw where the county of residence. We actually want to go ahead and put, anytime it asks for a county, choose the county that you will 4-H in. For example, if you are living in Ford County and you are generations of family have 4-H'd in Iroquois, no big deal. But instead of putting Ford County as your residence, put Iroquois County. What happens is that whatever county you choose as your residence is the information that you'll get about your county on your Z Suite dashboard. And so we just really want to make sure that wherever you 4-H is where you get your info.
Some clubs may have age or participation restrictions. For example, clubs with Cloverbud in the name are open to youth ages 5 to 7. When you select a club, you'll see a club description that will tell you more about that group. If you are happy with your selection, finalize it by hitting the Add Club button. Then select Plus Add Project for the club selected. Select the desired project from the drop-down menu. Select Add Project, and your selection will be added to the club. Feel free to add additional clubs or projects. If you make a mistake or wish to remove a project, select the X and confirm you wish to delete the project. When done, click Add to Cart. You will be taken to the cart checkout. From that screen, you can select to add additional family members using the Add.
I get to pause this right here because this is where I get to share the great news that the Ford-Iroquois 4-H Foundation pays for all the enrollment fees in Z Suite for all 4-H members in Ford and Iroquois County. The foundation is a group of volunteers who work together to raise funds that offer scholarships. They help pay for different workshops, and they pay the enrollment fee for every 4-H member. They began because they really felt it was important that a financial burden would never be the reason why someone was not in 4-H. So we're very excited about that. So when you go to enroll and your cart will say 0 and just hit submit. Okay. So you've enrolled in Z Suite, you've chosen some projects. So head to a club meeting, right? So what is a club meeting? Well, club meetings are for community clubs, what we would usually call a traditional club. They spend time together to learn more about each other's projects, do service work, and have lots of fun. Your 4-H club leader is an adult volunteer who has been screened and trained to work with youth. And the leader is the person who will really be able to assist you with questions about things all 4-H in general. Or they can help you find the answer, which sometimes just means calling me. So that is for the traditional community club. We also offer something called a spin club, a special interest club. We have 2 different spin clubs here, 3 different types of spin clubs here in Ford and Iroquois County. One is our dog obedience clubs. Ford and Iroquois County each have dog obedience, which is led by an instructor who helps teach the partnership of the 4-H'er and their dog to work together towards obedience. And it's a really fun group. And so if you have a pupper who, maybe needs just a little bit of behavior and manners, dog obedience in Ford or Iroquois County is definitely for you. They meet weekly in the spring until it is through all the lessons, and then they have a culminating event of a dog show. We also have the Ford-Iroquois Sharpshooters. This is a shooting sports club. This club gets together when available, when we have space, when there's time, the weather, all the things, right? To get together and learn about shooting sports. So using air rifles bows and arrows, things like that. And it's all about safety and education. We also have a club called the Emerging Leaders. Now, this is a dual county club, so it's for Ford and Iroquois together. And it's for 4-H members who are in 8th grade or older. And this group gets together to do service projects, to work with teaching the younger 4-H members. So a cloverbud camp experience, different types of projects like that. So those are also options. So what happens after the meeting? There's tons of ways to be involved in 4-H. You can check out our county workshops, which we have done horticulture workshops, photography workshops, where professional photographers from our local communities came and shared information about the project. There has been a food science workshop where we did experiments together, and then a second time where we went to the University of Illinois Food Lab. The 4-H Foundation does help defray the costs of these workshops, so they're very rarely any cost to our 4-H members. And you can check out all of our information on our Facebook page or the monthly newsletter. You'll get the monthly newsletter because you've enrolled in Z Suite. So now we have your email address and we're able to send you all the news updates. You'll also get a newsletter from Illinois 4-H that talks all about the state level events. So let's talk a little bit more about projects. 4-H members choose projects based on what areas they'd like to learn more about. So 4-H offers projects in areas such as animal science, healthy living, STEM, gardening and agriculture, and creative arts. I like to say, if you want to learn about something, we'll find a project area for it. You can check out all of these project areas in more detail at the Illinois 4-H website. So let's go there now. So this is 4hextensionillinois.edu and pick a project. So this right here is what we call our Find Your Spark book. And inside, these are the different areas. So we have animal science, all the things right here. And each page shows a little bit more detail about each project. So there's leadership, civic engagement, clover buds, creative writing, all the different things here. And this is available online, or if you'd like a hard copy, you can contact our office. So how do you start your 4-H projects? Well, you've decided on the project area, and you will be able to find the manual or other resource at Shop 4-H. So it's really important, and here's the link for this one. This is the Shop 4-H. It's specific to Illinois because there's a couple different versions of different curriculums, and in that, you want to make sure that you have the one that Illinois uses. So you can click on, say, gardening. If we went to, say, gardening and ag and food access and clicked on that, this would have all the different curriculums based on those areas. So the horticulture collection, where it talks about different types of growing, floriculture, all the things. Now, you do not have to have the manuals for all projects. Some projects do require it as part of the show, as part of the exhibit in the show guide. And we'll talk about that right now. So what happens next? You start learning. So 4-H offers a culminating event in June or July. We call them the 4-H summer shows, but you're probably more familiar with the term county fair. You do not have to participate in the county fair where the summer shows are. But it is a fun way to share what you've learned over the year. And we will share the show guide or the 4-H guidelines and rules in early February, so you have a better idea of what you would bring to the summer show. And come back in April and we'll talk all about enrolling in the summer shows and getting ready for that. So you've gotten so much information in a very short amount of time, but I promise we are always here to help. Our office is located in Anarga, Illinois, and our phone number is 815-268-4051. We're always here to help. And again, if you love 4-H, we want you to be a part of it. And if you think you might love 4-H, then we really want you to be a part of it. Thanks again for tuning in and have a great day.